Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to USA International Speedway. I'm Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you today's feature event. It is 40 fast laps in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup from USA International Speedway. This is from the last season in which the Legends cars were in Class D, so prior to moving those into Class C. Let's have a look at the starting lineup for today's feature event. Starting in the 13th spot, that's car number 10, Brian Pizzakemi. In the 12th spot, it's Michael Giglio in car number 9, and Tyler Goodwin in car number 5, just to his inside in the 11th spot. In the 5th row, on the outside, that'll be car number 4 of Jacinia Maldonado, and to his inside, the 9 of Alberto Ferrez. In the 4th row, on car number 3, that's the outside, that's A.J. Ogle, and on the inside in car 13, it will be Landon Adams. In the 3rd row, on the outside, car number 6, that will be Noah Slasinski, and in the 5th starting spot, 3rd row inside, car number 8, Jean-Philippe Chart. In the 2nd row, car number 2, on the outside, that will be Edwin Panisewicz, and to his inside, car number 12, Mark Yarnall. On the front row, outside, that will be car number 11, Jacob Johnson. He'll show up on your telemetry as car 00. And on the pole in car number 7 will be Justin Shadden. Shadden in that green and white Legends car. It's the Quaker State paint scheme. Johnson racing the familiar purple Cadbury's 00. Lights are off on the pace car. We've got 40 laps. It's the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup. What we see here is that there are no caution flags in this series. So if there's a spin, the drivers are just going to keep going. And we'll see what happens. Johnson and Shadden leading them to the start-finish line. Johnson on the outside. Pace car is in. Shadden hammers the throttle. Johnson looks like he's going to fall in behind. We are underway at USA International Speedway. Shadden with the lead, Johnson second, Yarnall in the 3rd spot with Panisewicz 4th, and Chart in the 5th position. Down the back straightaway they come. It is Justin Shadden hanging on to the lead here over that 00 of Johnson. Legends car is pretty quick at USA International Speedway as Johnson and Shadden already starting to pull away from the rest of the group. We see that Jean-Philippe Chart has moved into the 3rd spot, Chart running 3rd. Panisewicz 4th, Yarnall has dropped back into the 5th spot. Just to his inside is A.J. Ogle in car number 3. He's making a move on that 12 of Yarnall. Out front, though, it is the 7 of Shadden. Shadden really showing the way here. Hanging on as we are 3 laps in. Justin Shadden has led every lap of this race at USA International Speedway. Johnson trying to close in on that 7 car as Shadden and Johnson pull away. Chart also putting some distance between himself and the 4th place car of Edwin Panisewicz. Johnson looks to the high side. Nothing there. Jake Johnson trying to find his way around the 7 of Justin Shadden. Johnson again looking to the high side. No dice as Jake Johnson tries to find his way past. Shadden gets a little sideways. Johnson now alongside down the back straightaway. Johnson going to try to make the pass going into turn 3 on the high side. It is the hard way to pass here. Johnson can't quite get it done. Shadden will hold on to the lead. We are 4 laps into a 40-lap race with Justin Shadden leading, Jake Johnson in the 2nd spot, Jean-Philippe Chart 3rd, Yarnall 4th, A.J. Ogle 5th, Panisewicz 6th, Pizzakemi 7th, Maldonado 8th, Goodwin 9th, and Landon Adams rounding out the top 10. Justin Shadden continues to lead. He got a little sideways again coming out of 4. Johnson side by side as they come into 1. Jake Johnson is going to drive past and take the lead on the high side. Johnson will take the lead over the 7 of Justin Shadden. Let's have a look at how they run on the speedway. Out front, that is car number 11 of Jake Johnson. Just behind Johnson in car number 7, it's Justin Shadden running second. Behind Shadden, the next car on the speedway, the 8 of Jean-Philippe Chart in third. Behind Chart, that is the 13 of Mark Yarnall fourth. Brian Pizzakemi in the 5th spot. And behind Pizzakemi, that's Yesenia Maldonado in 6th with Tyler Goodwin. Goodwin currently being shown in the 7th spot. Behind Goodwin, that is Edwin Panisewicz in 8th. The 9 car of Michael Agilio in 9th. Then behind Michael in car number 1 is Alberto Ferrez in 10th. Behind Ferrez, that is the 13 car of Landon Adams in the 11th spot. Then we see the 3 of A.J. Ogle and the 6 of Noah Slazinski in 12th and 13th respectively. After them, we are back around to the front. That is the 00 of Johnson pulling away from the 7 of Justin Shadden. We are 8 laps into a 40-lap event, just beginning lap number 9. Jake Johnson has pulled out to a little over a 1-second lead over the 7 of Justin Shadden. Johnson in the familiar purple Cadbury's 00 as he comes off of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway to complete lap number 9. We are 10 laps in now, 1/4 of the way through this 40-lap feature event in the iRacing Advanced Legends Cup Series from USA International Speedway. I'd like to give a shout out to our friends over at Admin Box, Fish Fisher and his group, putting together a great iRacing administrating tool. If you administer leagues in iRacing, there's nothing easier than using an admin box. It's a simple plug and play, already programmed, no need to keybind. You need the button, it's there. You just hit the button, enter the car number, and you are good to go. Check out Admin Box at adminbox.com. Out front, car number 00, that is Jake Johnson. Johnson completing lap number 11 to hang on to the lead here. Jake pulling away from the 7 of Justin Shadden. Johnson now over 2 seconds ahead as he has doubled that lead in the last 3 laps. Jake Johnson with a very quick race car in car 00. Johnson and Justin Shadden really pulling away from the rest of the field. Johnson nearly a straightaway ahead of that 7 car. Let's check in with Justin Shadden. That's the Quaker State Legends. Shadden down the back straightaway. He's 3.3 seconds back, but well ahead of the 3rd place car. That's Brian Pizzakemi in car number 10. Behind Pizzakemi, we see Mark Yarnall in 4th, with Tyler Goodwin rounding out the top 5. Behind Goodwin, it's Maldonado, Fares, Chart, Adams, and Panisewicz, the top 10. Johnson hanging on with the lead. We're going to ride along some more with that 7 car. Let's hop back in with Johnson in the 00. He has pulled out to a very large lead. Johnson now leading by 3 seconds over the 7 of Justin Shadden. We are 16 laps into a 40-lap event as Johnson closes in on some lap traffic. Jake Johnson running the high line here, now sweeping back down out of turn number 2 to go down the back straightaway, closing on the 6 of Noah Slazinski. Slazinski, the last car on the lead lap. Johnson comes off of turn 4, looks to the high side. Slazinski stays low. Jake Johnson trying to go by on the outside. He's going to go past the 6 of Slazinski. Johnson putting Slazinski a lap down. There are 10 cars on the lead lap. Edwin Panisewicz in car number 2. The last car on the lead lap, you can see him there just ahead of the 00 of Johnson. Johnson down the front straightaway. We are 17 laps in, just beginning lap number 18. Jake Johnson pulling away. He is now 7 seconds ahead of car number 7 of Justin Shadden. 3.5 seconds ahead. Got some telemetry issues here, as the telemetry doesn't always correctly read when it comes to the gap between racers. Jake Johnson out front, pulling away from Justin Shadden in car number 7. Let's have one more look at how they run on the speedway here at USA International. The next car on the speedway behind Johnson is the 2 of Edwin Panisewicz. Panisewicz, the first car on the 1 lap down. He is in the lucky dog spot. Behind Panisewicz, that is the 6 of Noah Slazinski. Slazinski 1 lap down in 11th. Then behind Slazinski, that's the 7 of Justin Shadden. Shadden currently in the 2nd spot, about 3.5 seconds back. Behind Shadden, the next car on the speedway is the 10 of Brian Pizzichemi. Pizzichemi trying to close on Shadden in car number 7. Behind Pizzichemi, that's the 5 of Tyler Goodwin. Goodwin currently in the 4th spot. And then behind Goodwin, that is the 12 of Mark Yarnall. Yarnall currently running in 5th. Behind Yarnall, the next car on the speedway is the 4 of Jacinia Maldonado. Maldonado being shown in the 6th spot. Then behind Maldonado, we'll see in car number 3, that is A.J. Ogle. Ogle 1 lap down in 12th. The next car behind A.J. Ogle is car number 1 of Alberto Ferez. Ferez in the 7th spot. Then behind Ferez, we can see in car number 8, that is Jean-Philippe Chart in the 8th position. Chart, the last car on the lead lap. Just behind him, we can see car number 9. That would be Michael Giglio. Giglio 4 laps down. Then behind Giglio, the next car on the speedway, Jake Johnson. We're just past halfway at USA International Speedway. Johnson pulling away from Justin Shadden in car number 7. Jake Johnson now with a 5.2 second lead with 18 laps to go in this iRacing Advanced Legends Cup event. Johnson running a nice race in that purple Cadbury Legends car. Johnson, a member of the Johnson iRacing team, also racing Bandolero stock cars at Colorado National Speedway. Johnson in his 2nd year as a stock car driver in the real world, trying to make some waves at CNS. We'll see what he does. First race for Johnson will be May 7th. Recording date right now is April 28th. Johnson closing in on lap traffic, trying to show a little patience here as the 8 and 9 are racing. They are not racing for position. Giglio laps down, but on pressure tires. The 8 of Jean-Philippe Chart is the last car on the lead lap. Johnson will go by Chart on the inside, now looks to the inside of the 9 of Giglio. Also makes his way past there. 15 to go. Jake Johnson hanging on to the lead as he goes down the back straightaway with 15 laps to go. It is the Cadbury's Legends car of Jake Johnson. Johnson closing in car number 1. That's Alberto Ferez. Ferez will go a lap down here as Johnson looks to his inside and looks to the inside of the 3 of A.J. Ogle. Johnson and Ogle getting together. Don't know what happened there. Don't know if Ogle didn't realize Johnson was coming on the inside or what happened. Johnson hanging on to the lead. Ogle's car pretty beat up there. Could just be that A.J. Ogle doesn't have a great car and couldn't do much about getting out of the way. Does happen with these Legends cars when they get beat up. They are a handful. 13 laps to go. Johnson with the lead. Shadden in the 2nd spot. He is now just over 6 seconds back. Brian Pizzichemi in 3rd. Pizzichemi closing on the 7 of Shadden. Let's hop in with Shadden and see if we've got a little bit of a race here. We sure do as Pizzichemi looks to the high side on the 7 of Justin Shadden. Pizzichemi trying to find his way around. Great racing here. These two drivers battling for the 2nd and 3rd spots on the speedway. It's the 7 of Justin Shadden and the 10 of Brian Pizzichemi. That looked like the 9 of Giglio had gone around, so Michael Giglio backward as Pizzichemi looking again to the high side of Shadden. Shadden really cutting it off, trying to block the 10, keep that door closed. The low line is the fast line here. Pizzichemi trying to find his way around. Uses a chrome horn on the 7 of Shadden. Two cars getting together. Pizzichemi staying out of him. Gentleman driver there, Brian Pizzichemi, did not take the position when he could have. I don't think that was intentional, so it wasn't really using the chrome horn. Brian Pizzichemi doing a nice job there of giving Justin Shadden a position back. 10 laps to go. Shadden will stay in second. Yarnall will move into the third spot. That's going to drop Pizzichimi to fourth. Let's hop in with Pizzichimi and see exactly where he is, as we can see Mark Yarnall just ahead of Brian Pizzichimi in car number 10. Out front, it is the 00 of Johnson. 9 laps to go. Jake Johnson really pulling away from the rest of the field. Johnson out of turn number 4 onto the front straightaway. Jake Johnson with 8 laps to go this time by, really pulling away from the field. He is now 13 seconds ahead, thanks in part to a little bit of assistance after the 7 and the 10 get together. Johnson down the back straightaway. Justin Shadden showing up as out of this race. I don't believe that for a second. We've got some internet latency issues here. Shadden in the second spot. Mark Yarnall is in third. Brian Pizzichimi running fourth, was Yesenia Maldonado in fifth. Out front, though, it is Jake Johnson. Down the back straightaway. 7 to go. Johnson leading the 7 of Justin Shadden and the 12 of Mark Yarnall. Pizzichimi has just made his way back past the 12 of Mark Yarnall. Pizzichimi closing. What's going on here? Pizzichimi closing on the 7 of Justin Shadden. Pizzichimi trying to find his way around. These two cars got together earlier as Shadden really was slamming the door on the 10. Looks like the 10's going to get the line this time by. Brian Pizzichimi will go past. Justin Shadden trying to hang on, can't get it done. Shadden now back to the outside, trying to get back around the 10 of Brian Pizzichimi. Pizzichimi on the low line. Shadden looks to the inside, tries to do the crossover move, now moves back to the high side, trying to use lap traffic to his advantage. That's the 13. The 13 of Landon Adams. Adams really not giving either driver a lot of room as Pizzichimi tries to get by. The 7 of Shadden just taps Pizzichimi's back bumper. We're going to stay right here as there is a battle between the 10 and the 7. Brian Pizzichimi and the 7 of Justin Shadden. Pizzichimi now pulling away ever so slightly. He's managed to put a car length between himself and the 7 of Shadden. Pizzichimi will come out of turn 4 onto the front straightaway. He's now 2 car lengths ahead. Closing in on the 3 of A.J. Ogle. Ogle currently 2 laps down. Ogle slams the door on the 10 of Pizzichimi. Don't understand what's going on there. Ogle 2 laps down, blocking hard. Now that allows Shadden to get to the outside. We're side by side here. Pizzichimi trying to get by. The 3 making it very difficult on the 10 of Brian Pizzichimi. Pizzichimi back into the third spot. Justin Shadden back into second. Out front, it is the 11 of Jake Johnson. Johnson hanging on to the lead. He has taken the white flag. 1 to go now. Johnson leading, Shadden second. Pizzichimi in the third spot. We'll hop in with Pizzichimi. He is trying his best to get around the 7 of Justin Shadden. Out front, Jake Johnson will come off of turn number 4. He's going to take the win at USA International Speedway. Jake Johnson will take the checkers. Let's hop back in with Pizzichimi and see if he can find his way around the 7 of Justin Shadden. Down the back straightaway they come. Pizzichimi trying hard to find his way around. Doesn't look like he's going to get it done as Brian Pizzichimi will finish in the third spot. It's Johnson, Shadden, Pizzichimi, Mark Yarnall, and Yesenia Maldonado, the top 5. In 6th, it was John Philippe Chart, Alberto Ferrez in 7th. Landon Adams came home 8th. Noah Slazinski 9th, and A.J. Ogle rounding out the top 10. That's going to do it from USA International Speedway. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.